Seems like it's always windy when I come out here to do this, but I was going to do a quick video real quick, some modification, easy modification, something simple that we can do with these bags that I've started doing. Screw storage, you're taking out screws in units. You know, package units can be cumbersome. You end up with 20 damn screws by the time you get the top covers off. If you're doing a heat exchange or something like that. Outdoor units, you're taking tops off. Maybe you got 8, 10, 15 screws, whatever. But I came across these neodymium magnets. You can get them on Amazon. You can get the round ones. Pack of, I think, 10 or 12 for like $8 or $9. And you can get another pack of 10 or 12 of these square ones. These things are about the same price, but they're unbelievably strong, guys, and you gotta be careful. You'll break them. They come together. These things, getting them apart, they come with rubber cushions in between them so you don't get it off. Gosh, anyway, real strong magnets. So some of us carry the screw tray right there. I do. I keep one on this bag, and I've got a couple in the truck as backups, just for extra screws, things like that. If I'm doing a package unit, I may still break that out. But doing quick stuff, looking for a place to put your screws on these bags, what I did is I got these magnets, and like I said, they're real strong. Getting it off the tailgate is even a challenge. But what I did is, not so much on this one, these little TP bags like this is the 6B. What I did is I took 2 of them, doubled them up to make them really strong, and I tucked them back here. A lot of people are going to use this for their tape measure, maybe hang a drill. I don't see the practicality in that. I mean, it's there. There's one on the side. That's kind of where I hang my drill on this bag. Sometimes I'll tuck it inside, if it just depends on what I'm doing. But you can put those magnets back here, and you've got an immediate screw dish. If you're dealing with units, know where to put your screws. A lot of times you lay them on the pad next to it, or you'll put them up on the disconnect box. They get knocked off. If you're doing a maintenance and you make a mistake and lay them on the pad, you wash them away with the water hose, that kind of thing. It gives you a place to throw these screws, and I'm going to show you that real quick. So in this bag, I use this little pill case for the storage for wire nuts and bits and stake-ons, little things like that, screws, some anchor kits for thermostats, some fuses. But we'll pull a few screws out of here real quick. And that's why I like that. I can actually open up the individual compartment that I'm using, rather than having to open up a whole dish with different boxes in it, and you gotta dig and pick out. I can just open one, dump it out in my hand, and I've got what I need. But anyway, just throw the screws right up there, and you can get a bunch of screws on there. Comes in pretty handy for that. So just an idea, guys. You know, I tried using those cheaper magnets that I got at Harbor Freight, and they're just not real strong. These, I'll leave a link on the description of these neodymium magnets. They are extremely strong, and I just got close to that one and I jerked them together. These things are strong, but it just gives you a quick place to throw your screws, and when you're done, just grab them, go to work. Just tuck a couple of those magnets. Like I said, I put 2 of them back to back and stuck in there. It magnetizes this whole plate, and it doesn't matter where you stick your screw at. If you try to put it down on the bottom edge, it's going to pull it right up. So if you got one of the TP bags, just shove them in there. You're good to go. Still get your pocket open, things like that. If you have one of these other bags, this is the TP XXL. Getting them back there is not, or trying to do it there is not practical on this bag, because most of the time you're going to have it flipped open. So that's going to be covered. It's not going to be readily accessible. But if you're familiar with these bags, right up here in the top, there's a metal plate. Let me raise the camera view up real quick. there's a plate back here. You reach in there, it's velcroed here. If you didn't know it, there's a steel plate in here. And getting it out is some kind of difficult. Once you do it, you don't have to take it back out again. You just take the needle nose pliers, reach in there and grab the end of that plate and slide it out. What I did is I took that plate and I put 4 of those magnets on it. And I slid it back in here. And now, with the top of it's open, this sits flat, I've got a place to throw my screws. Right there. And it holds them. They're not going to fall off. It just gives you a place to throw your screws while you're working. That plate is in the TPXL, the TPXXL. I don't know if the LC has it or not. It might. But once you throw a few of those magnets on that plate, it energizes or magnetizes that plate, and you've got a long, basically magnetic tray right there on top of your bag to throw your screws. No matter where you throw them. And then when you're done, grab your screws, put them back in the unit. So that's where I would use it on one of these LC or TPLC, XXL, XL bags. If you're using the MCT bag, this side of the bag with the pocket is not really your main tool storage. I've got a meter back there, a light, parts dish, things like that. A few other tools tucked in some of the pockets. Obviously the main side of the bag is over here. I do utilize these 2 outside pockets. Got a box of fuses in here, 5 and 3 amp fuses down here in the bottom. And I think I've got jumpers and maybe some sand cloth or something tucked down in this one, some extra razor blades. But this is your main tool storage side. So this one's going to be open most of the time while you're working, if you're doing anything. So what I did on the opposite side, the side that typically is closed most of the time when I'm using this bag, unless I need to get my meter out or something like that, and I'll zip it back up, because I don't use this particular pocket for anything. So what I did is took 2 of the square ones right there, put them side to side. They'll actually click together, and laid them back there. And now I can just throw my magnets up here on this side of this particular bag. So it depends on what bag you've got, what approach you'll take. But guys, for 20 bucks you can get you 2 sets of these magnets, and you can go around to all your bags and fix your place where they're magnetic in a pocket or across that metal plate behind your tape measure clip, or if you've got the TP 3B, the 4B, the 5B, or the 6B, it all works just the same. Stick some of those back here, and you've got a magnetic dish right there to hold your screws for most of what you're going to do. But yeah, like I said, if I'm doing a package unit or I'm really going to have an overload of screws, then I'll grab my dish. It's hanging on the side of the bag. But anyway, guys, just a quick idea I had to do a little simple modification to these VETO bags to find a place to put your screws so you don't lose them in the grass, the pine straw. Around here there's pine straw everywhere, leaves, people don't rake their yard, you drop them, you can't find them. Having a quick place that you can throw them real quick and stick them and not lose control of them goes a long way. I mean, I keep extra screws on the truck, but yeah, that saves you a trip. So anyway, just a quick idea I thought I would put out there. It's what I do, and I'll put a link to these magnets into the description, and you guys have a good day.